Great morning, everyone. Welcome to another Marion Trainer Live. We're going to dive into the deep world of personal growth, fitness, and motivation. And I am your host, Marion Benton, aka Marion Trainer. And I hope you all have had a wonderful week. And we are going to get down and get this going. All right. Am I putting that off? Yes. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everyone is doing great. And welcome again to another Marion Trainer Live. And as always, before we get started, we talk about the things that's most important. We also talk about the things that make this show go. And one of the things that makes this show go is our course that has been going very well. And if you have not seen the ad on Facebook, Marion Trainer Facebook, we are giving away a pair Jordan 3s, the retros. 100th person, they are a size 9.5, brand new in the box. So onboard101.com/Marion Trainer. Be the 100th person to buy the course, and you'll be getting a pair 9.5, brand new out of the box. And if you go look anywhere else, they are going for, you can't probably find them in the stores now because they've sold out. They're going to go for about $300. Anyway, and also again, to my women out here, I really want you to understand why I'm asking you to go to mariontrainer.com, click on the link Pink Lotus, because you do not have to suffer in silence. This is becoming an epidemic about menopause, having the night sweats, irritability. They do have something for you. They are plant-based products that will definitely help you get over any of the things that are concerning with your hormones. All right. And also, those who are out there who think that it cannot happen to you, identity theft is real. It is spreading. Identity theft, it is more, all right. Identity theft can happen to anyone. It happened to me. Go on mariontrainer.com, click on Identity IQ. You can sign up for just $1. And it's less than a cup of coffee per month to have them monitor your credit. Also, making sure that you're being taken care of as far as your identity is concerned. All right. And don't forget, I put like a crazy sale for the Marion Trainer Family Healthy Recipe ebook. You can go on, click on mariontrainer.com. It is going for a crazy deal of $19.99. You have 101 pages of recipes, shake recipes. It has the micronutrients telling you exactly what you're getting for those who want to be conscious about how much protein you're getting, carbs, fats, and fiber. All right. So let's dig into this. Let's dig into today, because what we're trying to talk about is you versus you. A lot of times, and if you want to get to the great understanding about that, you basically it's the battle from within. But sometimes we make other people our battle, that we make them our focus of what we want to be, because we think what they are, that's what we either want to be or should be, instead of looking at yourself and saying, what do I want for me? What will make me go? And sometimes looking at the person in the mirror will also make you say, okay, this is on me. And those are the times that you have to be able to put yourself in a position to be honest with yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, who are you going to be honest with? So, and you versus you is about personal growth. It's also about, embracing the mindset that can lead to personal growth. A lot of times most people, they don't even want to look at themselves in the mirror. A lot of times I'm in the gym and I might see someone with great potential, or I've seen someone over the years and I've watched their progress, just kind of indirectly seeing them. And I say, oh, I see you made some progress. And they give this look to you like, me? You think so? I'm like, why would you come in here and, if you had to ask me the definition of weight training, it is self-inflicting torture. But there are results. But because of the results, The ones who enjoy it don't mind it. But if you're going to go through all of that, watch yourself. Look at the clothing you wear. Have it change. Look at the people around you. Are they saying something to you? Are they noticing you? Because if they're not, are they really friends? You need to be around people who celebrate you and not tolerate you. Now, when you are looking at yourself, and I battle myself. I don't compare myself to anyone. In my earlier stages, I did, even with competing. And when you compete, you're always you're looking at the competitor next to you, and you're like, man, you see more good in them than sometimes you see in yourself. And I did that on one occasion at a show, and I said, man, this guy looks bigger than me. And man, look at how his clothes fit. He's like, just big. And I wind up placing first place, and he wind up placing fourth. Moral of that story is I don't need to compare myself to anybody, and neither should you. Because what you want at the end of the day, you want to have yourself empowered enough and a good belief in yourself. And a lot of times people take this word, they'll take confidence and try to wrap it around and call someone cocky or call they're full of themselves. But you should never be ashamed at work that you've accomplished, things that you have accomplished. And if someone asks you, how do you feel about yourself? And you say, I feel great. I'm happy with what I've done. You shouldn't be ridiculed for that. But usually when you are, that person, that's a reflection of what they wish they were. So if they can't be it, they criticize it. I've gone through that a good majority of my life. And where I'm at now, and for all of those who did not know, I just celebrated my 52nd birthday. And when I go back to talking about the topic of you versus you, I look back and I said this to a friend of mine. I said, what do you want? I said, I don't want anything. Congratulate me, thank me, give me a happy birthday. That's great. I said, but what I'm most thankful for and the greatest gift I have is life. 6 years ago, I had a kidney transplant. 2 years prior to that, I almost lost my life. I don't talk about this with a lot of people, but sometimes I think it needs to be talked about. Because when your life is flashing before your face, you think about all the things that you put before yourself, put before your health. And once I was laying on my back, none of that mattered. Nothing anybody thought of me mattered. But what made the difference is now it truly was a you versus you moment. And that particular day, when I went to the emergency room, and let me tell you, sometimes it gets me a little choked up to kind of talk about it, because I was such a hard charger. I got to do this and make this happen and make that happen. I neglected myself. I neglected myself. And when I did finally go to the emergency room, I had 10 pounds of fluid on my chest. 10 pounds of fluid. So to put that into perspective, they immediately took me back. They immediately prepped me for surgery. They had to go into my neck and put a port. And that procedure requires that you be awake. They give you stuff to numb you up, but trust me, it ain't a great feeling. And me and my great friend, David Pointer, we were talking about it the other day. And he was like, I was trying to hold it together for your wife. He said, but when I went in that room and I saw blood splattered all over the wall, I was like, oh my God. But when I hear stories, when I hear someone tell me about me in the moment in which they were so concerned, it makes me realize how truly blessed I am. Not a lot of people make it from that. So I realize my you versus you is I have a purpose. My purpose is to be here to let you all know tough times don't last. Tough moments don't last. The obstacles you put in front of you, that's you. There's no obstacle big enough. There's nothing worse. There's no point you can go to after death. That's it. So while you are alive, stop acting like you're dying. Stop acting like you're dying, because you're not. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Surround yourself with people who will tell you, I believe in you. You want to be around people who's going to be honest with you and say, Marion, I think you could do better. Marion, I think, you said XYZ I didn't like. And that made me realize I had to be a better me. I had to be conscious of how and what came out of my mouth and how I presented it. Because sometimes everybody don't take it like you are bringing it forward. So what I will tell you all, if you run into me and you talk with me, I don't have a problem answering questions. But I will tell you this right here. Don't ask me a question that you're not ready to reflect on. Because I'm going to give you, as a man say, I'm going to give you the tea. And I'm going to let you know that you got to do better than where you are. You must do better than where you are. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. And when you can get past that, there's lots of stuff that you can do. Lots of stuff you can do. And I make notes about what I'm doing, because one of the things about you versus you is accountability. Be accountable for your actions. Be accountable. Don't blame anybody because, oh, you didn't do XYZ because this person said this or did that. Where's your backbone? Stop being afraid of being you. Make this, make your, try to make your steps going forward in life about not only being a better you, but how can you spread joy to others? And if you're having a tough time and you're battling with yourself, go get help. There's no shame in going to get help. And the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes you got to talk to someone. The first thing that happens when I was going through the kidney failure, they assigned me a social worker. And they want to ask you, how are you feeling? Are you thinking about suicide? Do you feel like, the world is against you? Or do you feel, depressed? And if there are people out there who are professionals, know the right questions to ask you. They're not there to ridicule you. They're there to help you in solving what you just are not ready to face. But let me tell you, when you get to that point, you feel so empowered. You feel like there is a tomorrow. There is no shame in getting therapy. But when you do it, you'll see that all the things that you've probably been packing down, it will come to light. You'll see that it wasn't as bad as you thought, and it could have been as bad as you wanted to be. So listen to this. And y'all know my motto, because I don't pull punches. Because at the end of the day, if not you, then who? If not now, when? I'll be giving you a lot more nuggets, a lot more tips. And I thank you for being on here today. And for those who got on, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because there is no Marion Trainer without you all. Your responses, whether they're positive or negative, I will take them all into consideration. If you feel you want to get in touch with me, you have something you want to get off your chest, you have something you want me to talk about, and if you all are interested in me doing a webinar, info@mariontrainer.com. As you can see, it's right over there. info@mariontrainer.com. Be the change you want to be. Be the change that you want. Y'all have a wonderful day. And if you are in town, you should come to the Palmetto Pro that's down at the Metropolitan Convention Center right here in Columbia, South Carolina. And I think it is being live streamed. You can go on Carolina NPC, look for the NPC Palmetto Pro, click on that, and I do believe that there is a live stream if you cannot make it in person. Y'all take care and have a wonderful day.